How much does it cost to insure my 2004 Bentley Arnage? $72 per month. When it comes to finances, one of the most frequently asked questions I get about the Bentley is, how much does insurance cost? People want to know the answer to that question more than they do about the cost of the car, the repairs, or maintenance. People want to know how much is insurance. And it's a fair question because insurance can be a big expense of any car purchase. Obviously, insurance rates will vary depending on your driving history, what area you live in. A lot of factors go into how much you pay for insurance. I live in Dallas-Fort Worth, a metropolitan area. Insurance rates are high here. But like I said in the beginning, for this once $250,000 Bentley Arnage T, I only pay $72 per month for insurance. Now, to put that into perspective, you know what else I pay $72 a month for on insurance? My 2009 Chevrolet Suburban, my kid hauler, the grocery getter, family truckster. I literally have groceries in the back right now. This vehicle has almost 150,000 miles of family activity and fun already on the odometer, but this costs the same amount to insure as the Bentley. Actually, this policy is 78 cents more per month if you break it down. So how is it that this truck costs more to insure than the Bentley Arnage? Well, it took some creativity and some persistence, but I was able to find insurance that cost me almost the same thing as my regular cars. When I was initially shopping for the Bentley, I called up my insurance company to find out how much it was going to cost to add this car to my policy. I found a car that was a good candidate, and I gave my insurance agent a call and gave him the VIN. Keep in mind, I've got a clean driving record. I combine home and auto. Any discount available, I'm trying to take advantage of. And it still came out to be $220 for insurance on this car. Now, again, I want to make this clear. I'm not a millionaire who can throw away $220 per month like it's nothing. For the price of $220 per month, you could lease a Honda Civic, and that just didn't make sense to me to spend that much money. I already knew that my maintenance and repair costs were going to be higher on this car. Right there, it was a huge roadblock and could have prevented me from purchasing the car altogether. But when you're passionate about a car, you don't stop at the first roadblock. So I did some research, I called around. I had seen commercials for classic car insurance companies on TV, and I thought, I'll give them a call, see what that's all about. Now I know a 2004 Bentley Arnage isn't really considered a classic. I mean, who sees a car from 2004 on the road like a Infiniti G35 and says, now there's a classic? At this point, they're just used cars. So the first company that I called, they basically told me that. They said, this car is not really qualifying. It's not really a classic car. I called the second company. They said along the lines of the same thing, but they would write a policy, but it was just like my normal auto policy. It wasn't going to be any sort of savings. The final company that I got a hold of, they said they would write me a classic car policy for the car because instead of looking at the year and the type of car that it is, they look at more at how the car is used. And the name of the company that I went with is called Heacock Classic Collector Car Insurance. I'm trying to work with them. I'm trying to get a sponsorship, so if they agree, I will put their contact information at the bottom. If not, then here's a free commercial. So I contacted them and explained what I was trying to do, and they were able to write me a policy. The requirements that they had were that the car has to stay in a private garage. I can't park it on the street, which wasn't a problem. I was going to have a spot in the garage. And I have to have insurance on a regular daily driver vehicle, which I do. It's not a problem. So they look at the car as a pleasure vehicle or a weekend driver, and they don't really care that it's a 2004. So I signed up with a policy, and that policy cost me $72 per month. Now you may be thinking, $72 per month, is your deductible $5,000 or $10,000? No, that's probably the best part. The deductible on my Bentley is $0. So if I'm driving on the street and a rock hits my windshield on the Bentley, I take it in, get it fixed, not a dime out of my pocket, and that's probably a $4,000 or $5,000 windshield. If a rock cracks my windshield in Suburban, I gotta pay my $500 deductible. I've got all these other things to worry about. Now the main difference between my regular policy and my collector policy is the miles are limited. So they have different tiers of mileage that you can choose, and I chose 3,000 miles per year because I don't drive very much. I have other cars. I work from home. I'm at this desk all day. So I don't do a whole lot of driving. Now, if you drive more, they have other policies that may change your price a little bit, just depending on how many miles you choose. But for me, it was a perfect fit. So that's how I was able to get insurance so cheap. If you're shopping for a unique car and you're curious about what it's going to cost to get into that car, Insurance does not have to be a major roadblock for you. If you call up your regular car policy, or if it's a car that you're going to use as a daily driver, you're going to pay more for insurance. But if this is a pleasure vehicle for you, or a weekend, or a cruise vehicle, something like that, save a ton of money by doing the collector car insurance thing. The insurance, I thought in the beginning, was going to be a huge roadblock, but I ended up finding a solution that made it completely reasonable. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you found this insurance information very useful. I'm curious to know, leave a comment below, what are you paying for your insurance? I know different parts of the country, even different parts of the world, pay different amounts for insurance, so leave a comment, let me know what you're paying on your vehicle. Also, if you are shopping for a unique car like the Bentley Arnage or something similar, and you need insurance, reach out to Haycock. I filmed this video a few weeks ago and showed it to them, and they were very enthusiastic about supporting it. Also, if you already have an exotic or nice car and you're paying a lot more than me, reach out to them and see if they can get you a good deal. Tell them that you came from Josh's World and see if they can hook you up. I appreciate you guys watching. We will see you in the next video.